3 days before the wedding, I entered their mansion expecting a family conversation about future plans. Instead, his mother pushed a thick document toward me, her nails tapping the marble like a judge announcing a verdict. His father watched with folded arms, enjoying the discomfort spreading across my face. They spoke of protocols and protection, disguising distrust behind polished manners. The prenup detailed financial restrictions, emotional penalties, and rules fit for a hostile acquisition. Each line reduced my feelings to liabilities. I realized I wasn't being welcomed. I was being evaluated. Their wealth didn't intimidate me. Their arrogance did. That afternoon transformed love into paperwork and revealed a truth I never wanted to learn. Some unions are negotiated, not embraced. He entered minutes later, perfume lingering, cufflinks glistening more than his expression. He didn't kiss me or ask how I felt. He pointed at the signature line and muttered that it was just formality, as though my dignity required administrative approval. When I questioned him, his voice trembled, yet he avoided my eyes like someone defending a crime. I searched for the man who once promised partnership and equality. Instead, I saw someone terrified of losing access to his inheritance, not losing me. His silence confirmed everything. Loyalty wasn't shared. It was assigned. In that moment, my heart didn't break. It hardened. I was no longer preparing for a wedding. I was witnessing the burial of the man I believed in. That evening, his parents organized a lavish dinner, chandeliers blinding and silverware arranged like ceremonial weapons. They spoke of legacy, fortune, and family honor, applauding themselves as guardians of a dynasty I was uninvited to understand. Their laughter carried superiority, their compliments were coded tests, and every toast disguised a reminder of my supposed insignificance. I sat across from people who saw love as infiltration and marriage as a merger. When dessert arrived, his mother leaned closer, whispering that smart women know when to stay quiet. The table erupted in approval. I finally understood. Marriage to their son wasn't an alliance, it was surrender. And they expected mine without negotiation. Later that night, I reread the prenup, determined to understand what I was being pushed into. On page 9, a clause confirmed my worst fears. If he ever left the marriage, I owed them financial compensation, as though my existence was a debt. If I initiated divorce, I walked away with nothing, not property, not support, not even the dignity of shared memories. It wasn't a contract. It was a trap. They hadn't given me a document to sign. They had given me a blueprint for imprisonment. Nothing about love remained. Their empire wasn't built on wealth. It was sustained by control, and they assumed I would willingly become another asset to manage. That night, I stood beside the bed watching him sleep, undisturbed by the chaos he enabled. I replayed every moment of our relationship, searching for signs I had ignored. Marriage was supposed to be a union of trust, not surveillance. Yet here I was, expected to sign away autonomy. I realized love should expand identity, not confiscate it. As dawn approached, I packed my thoughts without tears. My fear wasn't losing him, it was abandoning myself. He dreamed of a comfortable life built on obedience. I dreamed of partnership built on respect. By the time the sun rose, the decision was clear. I wouldn't be another signature in their fortress of conditions. On the wedding day, guests filled the venue, dressed for celebration, unaware of the storm waiting in an envelope. Photographers positioned cameras, musicians rehearsed the entrance hymn, and his family scanned the entrance, expecting their compliant bride. Instead of walking down the aisle, I sent the torn prenup sealed inside ivory stationery, signed with a sentence they never anticipated. I marry people, not empires. Gasps replaced greetings. Silence drowned the orchestra. The groom stood frozen, surrounded by flowers and expectations, yet entirely alone. No argument followed. No explanation was required. They built a ceremony without considering my voice. I gave them an ending they couldn't rewrite. The aftermath traveled faster than the invitations. His parents attempted damage control, insisting I overreacted, claiming emotional instability to salvage appearances. Yet business partners raised eyebrows. Investors questioned judgment. If a family couldn't manage respect inside its own walls, how could it protect a fortune outside them? Their reputation developed cracks they couldn't seal with money. The groom avoided public spaces, while his parents drowned in narratives they couldn't control. Power weakens when it tries to police truth. Respect, once lost, rarely returns. They wanted obedience. What they earned was scrutiny. Months passed, and silence became opportunity. I poured my energy into a business idea I once postponed for the wedding. Clients valued my work, not my compliance. My company grew faster than expectations, fueled by determination rather than inheritance. His parents guarded their wealth as if it were fragile crystal. I built mine like steel, earned, intentional, indestructible. Their son still attends events wearing the same cufflinks, but without the confidence he once borrowed from his family name. They kept their prenup, convinced it protected them. In reality, it liberated me. I didn't lose a marriage. I avoided captivity. My freedom became the wealth they never anticipated.